If you have got a picture of a place and you would like to find where this picture is, then you can use GeoSpy. GeoSpy is an AI-powered geolocation service to find a picture location. And the way this works is that it always examines the landmarks, for example, famous buildings in the background, bridges, or natural formations. It also looks for the types of the trees that are in the picture that might only be found in certain areas. In addition to that, GeoSpy examines infrastructures like road signs or building styles or even shapes of power lines. And it is very helpful to confirm where an image has been taken. So to use GeoSpy, you want to go to the link that you'll find in the resources of this lecture, and it's currently for free. And then you want to click here in the middle and upload a certain picture. I'm going to upload the picture that I have uploaded to Yandex before. So this is it. And now it's going to start to analyze the picture. And if I scroll down, we can see that this image is in Spain in a city called Cartagena. We can also see an explanation on how it were able to identify the location, which is by a sign for Ascar, and that this is a shipyard in Cartagena, Spain, and that the sign is in Spanish, and we can see mountains in the background. We will also find some coordinates, so we can copy it and then go to Google Maps. And then we can paste the coordinates and hit enter and find whether this is right or not. We can see that this is in Cartagena. The picture was not taken from the sea, obviously, but what I always like to do, because this is actually incorrect, what I always like to do is just to say Ascar and then the name of the city, which is Cartagena, like this. And we can see that this is the place where the image has been taken. So I'm going to drop this little person in here to find whether this is accurate or not. And here we can see the sign. So let me come back to the image. This is the large sign. And this is the main door. And as you can see, this is where the image has been taken. So it were able to identify that this was in Cartagena, but it wasn't able to find where this image or picture has been taken. But if you go to Google Maps and search for the city and the place that is in the picture, then you might be able to identify where this image or picture has been taken. If we scroll down a little bit more, we can find some similar buildings, but in this case, none of these buildings are related to the place that we are searching for. Another feature that GeoSpy has is that if you have searched for a person, for example, let me search for a person, it can identify from which country this person is. So we can see that this person is from India, but he's not from Mumbai. It gives us some random explanation about the architecture and buildings and vegetations, which is not related to this picture at all, but somehow it knew that this person is from India. Let me upload a different picture, for example, this one. And you can see that GeoSpy has identified that this picture were taken in Nepal and India. And it were taken in India, but not in Nepal. So sometimes GeoSpy will show you incorrect search results, especially that this temple is blurred. So it's very hard to identify, but I would like to cover this in a future section. So in this lecture, you have learned how you can use GeoSpy to identify where a certain picture has been taken. Not all search results are correct, so you always need to check whether the information that you have got are true or not by going to Google Maps, Bing Maps, or Yandex Maps, etc., just to validate the accuracy of the information.